And here we go. Off at turn number 4. Heater will set the pace in the 5. He'll look for the green flag. We're underway. Heater with a jump down into turn 1. The 5 out front. Barnes, the 29, working the low side, trying to get around the T2 of Fogarty. Fogarty will hold on to that second spot as the field goes nose to tail into turn 3. Barnes now to the inside. He'll look for the second spot as Brett Heater will lead lap number 1, the 05 out front. Put Nate Barnes, the 29, into that second spot. Move the T2 of Fogarty back to third. And Heater will lead lap number 2 here in our first of 3 USRA Stock Car Heat races. Heater's out front of the 5. The 29 and 8 Barnes sits second. And the 00 Chris Whalen running in that fourth spot right behind the T2 of Tom Fogarty. Fogarty sitting in the third position. Heater, a past champion here at Lakeside Speedway. Looking strong here in heat race number 1. Come down to 2 to go this time by. Oh, look out. The 04 of Chad Walker goes around over in turn number 2. We'll stay green on the speedway as your leaders take the white flag. One more lap here at heat race number 1. And your leaders will come off at turn number 4. Checkers will wave. The 05 of Brett Heater picks up heat race number 1. So Brett Heater picks green skyward. 05 of Clint Hedge battles with the 55 of Sean Foster. Hedge heads to the inside. 55 of Foster on the outside. Foster with the momentum. And Anthony with them on the move now. The 26 to the inside. Foster will lead him into turn 3. Battle for second. The 05 of Hedge. 26 are with them, and here comes Kevin Anderson. Kevin Anderson, the 417. Joe Smith Jr. on the move now. The 56 up to battle second. The 05 of Hedge. Sean Foster out front here in heat race number 2. Good battle for second. 56 of Joe Smith Jr. and the 05 of Clint Hedge. Now Joe Smith Jr. edges the 56 into that second spot. Starts to close in on the 55 of Sean Foster as we come down. 2 to go this time by. Good stock car battle right here in heat race number 2. Joe Smith Jr. making that bottom line work. Foster in the 55 making the high line work side by side as they go down to turn number 3. And here comes Kevin Anderson. Anderson, your feature winner from Friday night, working the low line in that 417 as your leaders will take the white flag. And now Hedge up to make it 3 wide into turn 1. Side by side down the back straightaway, the 56 of Joe Smith Jr., the 55 of Sean Foster. We'll see the checkered flag off of turn number 4. It's going to be a drag race. Here we go. Off of turn 4, side by side, down at the flag stand, the 55 of Sean Foster. How about it, race fans? The USRA stock cars putting on a show. The 55 of Sean Foster picks up the win. Turn number 4. Green flag skyward. Here we go. Seifert on the inside into the 37. Here comes O'Neill. John O'Neill Jr. in the 15 will battle for the lead down the back straightaway. John O'Neill Jr. in the 15 looks to bring him down the front straightaway. He'll lead lap number 1. Justin Seifert on the high side, not going away. And now Jim Powell Jr. up to battle with your leaders. Powell in the 20. He'll battle Seifert for that second spot. O'Neill slides up high coming off of turn 4, checking out the lines. O'Neill will go high into turn 1 this time. Powell goes to the inside. Powell gains a little ground on Seifert. Powell and Seifert side by side down the back straightaway. Jeff Elder goes around in turn number 2. We'll stay green on the speedway. Coming around to the halfway point this time by 3 laps down. 3 to go. O'Neill now starts to put distance on the field as we come around for lap number 4. We'll get the 2 to go sign this time around. O'Neill building his own cars, the X Factor. White flag waves for your leaders off at turn number 4. O'Neill one more time in the 15. And your leaders going to turn 3 for the final time. We'll look for the checkered flag. O'Neill out front in the 15. Here comes Seifert in the 37. Off at turn 4. Checkered skyward. John O'Neill Jr. picks up heat race number 3. So John O'Neill picks up heat race number 3. In the 15, the 37, Justin Seifert comes home second. Jim Powell Jr., the 20P, comes home third. And Jeff Elder, the 97, in the 4th spot. That concludes the... Terry Wadlin looks him over. Clint Hedge in the 05 will set the pace. Green skyward. Hedge on the high side in the 105. On the inside, that's Bobby Heater in the 05. Heater in the white 05. Hedge on the outside. Hedge has a fender lead as they go into turn number 3. We'll come around for lap number 1. Clint Hedge on the high side in the 105 will hold lap number 1. Then it's Brett Heater sits second. John O'Neill Jr., the 15, works the inside, trying to get third. He's battling with the 29 of Nate Barnes. As your field comes around for lap number 2, stretching them out a little bit. The 105 of Clint Hedge, your leader. Caution on the speedway. The 72 of Ron Hill comes to a stop on the inside of turn number 3. 05 down the front straightaway. Green skyward. Nate Barnes with a good jump to the 29. Problems for Brett Heater. Look out. We are red on the speedway. 417 of Kevin Anderson going upside down here on the front straightaway. Anderson is climbing out of the car, attempting to climb out of the car. So this is a tough break for Kevin Anderson. You see him climbing out of the car. Anderson, our feature winner Friday night. He's out of the car, race fans. Big round. Green off at turn 4. Clint Hedge brings him down the front straightaway. Sean Foster looking for that top spot. Sean Foster, slide job into turn one. The 55, your new leader, down the back straightaway. The 105 of Hedge will settle into second. Good battle for third. 37 of Justin Seifert. The 29 of Nate Barnes. We come around for lap number 3. Oh, look out. T2 of Tom Fogarty going around.
Turn 2 in the middle. Yellow, turn 2 in the middle. Come on, guys.
Looking for the green flag off of turn number 4. Sean Foster, the 55. Will set the pace. Flagman Terry Wantland looks him over. Green skyward. Here we go. Foster hauls him into turn number 1. Seifert, the 37 on the inside, not able to make it stick. Jim Powell Jr. looks to the inside of Seifert for that third spot. And right behind him, Steve Herrick. Herrick in the 5K making the low line work. Foster will lead that lap. So Sean Foster, the 55, out front. The 105, Clint Hedge, sits second. Hedge looking for a way to get around Foster in that 55. And Foster's going to do it himself. The 55 goes around, nowhere to go. And the 5 of Steve Herrick, tough break, nowhere to go. And Herrick involved in the turn number 4. So your leader, Sean Foster, goes around. And Clint Hedge working the high side. He'll hold on to that top spot down the back straightaway. Jim Powell Jr. battling with Justin Seifert. Seifert in the 37 motors into the second spot. Now Powell back to the inside. Powell trying to make that low line work as Hedge continues to lead. Hedge, your leader in the 05. Now Powell moves up, trying to get around Seifert. Looking for a line, and Bobby Tavis on the move. Now the 0T up into the 4th position. You got an angry mob for 5th. Hedge putting distance on the field now. The 105 out front. Seifert sits second. Whoa, Jim Powell. Powell bobbles, drifts up. Bobby Tavis, 0T, goes around the 20. He'll move into 3rd. So as the field starts to spread out nose to tail, Clint Hedge showing him the way here in the 105 as he comes off turn number 4. 2 to go this time by. Hedge, your leader down the back straightaway. He'll see the white flag off of turn number 4. One more lap here in our USRA Stock Car A main. Hedge takes the white flag. One more lap. And your leader's down the back straightaway for the final time. He'll head into turn number 3. Come off the 4 to the checkered flag. Picking up his first feature win here, Lakeside Speedway, the 105 of Clint Hedge. And that wraps it up, race fans, with Clint Hedge picking up our USRA Stock Car A main to 37. Justin Seifert will come home second. Zero T of Bobby Tavis comes home in that third spot. So he'll stop down here in the McCarthy Auto Group winner's circle. Race fans, big round of applause for the 105 of Clint Hedge. Hedge stands down here in the McCarthy's Auto Group winner's circle. Got the mayor, Darren Bennett, down there. Hey, Mayor.
Stay right there, Rich. Stay right there.
Happy Clint Hedge with tonight's USRA Stock Car Trophy. Congratulations one more time to Clint Hedge.